Earlier in the week, I was challenged by someone outside the faith. They said, I want you to show me one passage where Jesus claims to be God. My initial response was, you want only one? We see it all through the Bible. If you take a read of the scriptures, and you're going to see the deity of Christ coming through the pages. The disciples are constantly worshiping him. Matthew chapter 14, verse 33, Matthew chapter 28 and verse 9. They're worshiping him more than just recognizing his authority. They are worshiping him. John 20 and verse 28, Thomas says directly, my Lord and my God. Jesus does not correct him on this. In John chapter 8, verse 58, we see that the Pharisees are trying to get uppity with Jesus. Hey, back it off. Abraham is our father, our forefather. And Jesus says, oh, really? Before Abraham was, I am. The response by them tells us that they knew he was appropriating the high and holy personal name of Yahweh himself, the great I am. You can read when he identifies himself in Exodus chapter 3 and verse 14. They pick up stones to stone him. It says it right in that passage in John 8. It happens again. John chapter 10 and verse 30. Jesus says very clearly, I and the Father are one. Keep reading on there all the way through verse 33. They're picking up stones. Jesus says, what are you picking up the stones for? Because you have just called yourself God. I think that's pretty clear. Now go to Revelation. You're seeing it all through here. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 8. Jesus says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. This is using the name of God, the everlasting God, the timeless God that we see who inhabits eternity. Isaiah 57 and verse 15. He's known as the everlasting God, the God of time. Psalm 90. Here's Jesus using that term. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You see him repeating this in verse 11 of the very same chapter. Go to Revelation chapter 21 and verse 6. He says it again. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Revelation 22 and verse 13. Here is Jesus saying it again. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You say, well, maybe it's God the Father saying that. No, verse 16 very clearly tells us this is Jesus saying that. There are many scriptures, my friends, that attest to the deity of Jesus. Oh, he's more than just an example. He's more than just a teacher. He is God in the flesh.